Namaste. A very warm welcome to all of you for this third episode of Mahabharata series. Hope you have been enjoying our last two sessions of Mahabharata series. Now, uh, from the last up till the second episode, you would have watched Vichitra Virya is growing day by day with his brother Bhishma's support. Now he is the king of Kuru dynasty, but he is a weak guy. But however, Bhishma is managing all kingly duties on behalf of Vichitra Virya. Let us see what happens in this episode and come back. Over to the episode. When Vichitra Virya comes to marriageable age, for his sake, Bhishma was thinking to enter the swayamvara at Kashi province. Swayamvara is arrangement or an event or a function where a princess can choose the prince of another country and marry with him. So, in this case, king of Kashi, Kashi Raja, had three daughters by name Ambe, Ambike and Ambalike. As Bhishma enters the swayamvara hall, the kings gathered at the swayamvara made fun of Bhishma. This is because Bhishma was little age old and was not kind of participant for this swayamvara. This angered Bhishma, showing he conquered the kings and he forcibly took the kings Ambalike in his chariot back to Hastinapura. This painting, Bhishma forcefully gets all the three daughters of Kashi king and puts them in a chariot and traveling back to Hastinapur palace. Came to Hastinapura, Ambe told Bhishma that she loved the king Shalya and would have married him if not Shalya was defeated by Bhishma and they were brought there. Bhishma realized this mistake. After listening to this, with the permission of Satyavati, Ambe was sent to Shalya's palace with king's honors. This painting depicts where Ambe requests Bhishma that she wants to marry Shalya and she is already in love with him. So, rest Ambike and Ambalike gets married with Vichitra Virya. So, this is the depiction of this. When Ambe comes to Shalya's palace, Shalya outrightly rejects to marry Ambe. This is because of the insult what Bhishma made him at Swayamvara, and Shalya also suggests that Ambe should get married to Bhishma, and he rejects to marry her. This painting depicts Ambe comes to Shalya's palace to request him to marry her. Ambe comes back to Hastinapur. Seeing Ambe, who had come back, Bhishma got worried. So he suggests that Ambe should go back to her father's house. Ambe disagrees for this and asks Bhishma to marry her as he had won her in the swayamvara. When Bhishma did not agree to marry her, she curses that she would come back in another life and would kill Bhishma. So by saying this, she leaves from the place. Later, she takes Bharta Shikhandi and she is instrumental in killing Bhishma at Kurukshetra War and takes the revenge. On the other side, Vichitra Virya, who got married to Ambike and Ambalike, he dies at the early age because of tuberculosis. So in this picture, I have tried depicting Ambe coming back from Shalya's palace and requesting Bhishma to marry her, where Bhishma says, not possible, and he outrightly rejects her to marry. After the death of Vichitravirya, Satyavati's son, Satyavati were really down with lot of worries as both her daughter-in-law Ambike and Ambalike have become widow, and also the fact that Kuru dynasty has no one to rule. Then she remembers her past incident in life. Satyavati was carrying out her profession for as boatman, as you all know, the river Yamuna. Once sage Parashara, young sage, came to cross the river. He was attracted towards Satyavati and covered the whole area with snow. He promised Satyavati that she would remain as a virgin, and with her permission, he united with her. Satyavati gave birth to a bright boy by name Krishna Dvaipayana Vyasa. His Diksha Guru is Devarshi Narada. Later, he learnt Vedas and other Vidyas from and became Maharshi. Uh, he had promised Satyavati that he would appear if she just thinks of him. Uh, this is what Satyavati remembers. Maharshi Vyasa, born to Satyavati and sage Parashara, he became very popular in so many spiritual aspects. Looking at the current situation, she was just thinking about Vyasa. This picture depicts where Satyavati and Parashara Maharshi are sailing and trying to cross the river Yamuna. Satyavati calls his son Vyasa to Hastinapura and tells him that Kuru dynasty has no king heir. Bhishma has vowed not to marry, therefore you must be kind and provide my daughter-in-law's offsprings. Then Vyasa says that it would be possible only if he takes ferocious form. To bear with this ferocious form, for them to keep Rota is essential. Drota is essentially a costume or some kind of a strict prayer rituals or some costume that has to be followed as per the spiritual requirements in a method. Now Satyavati requests that as there is no time, he has to accomplish his work immediately. Vyasa does not agree. However, first he calls Ambike, shows his ferocious form. As Ambike could not see the ferocious or bright form of sage Vyasa, she closes her eyes. Therefore, she gives birth to Dhritarashtra, who happens to be blind child. This painting depicts sage Vyasa showing his ferocious form to Ambike, and hence she gives birth to blind boy. You could see in the painting she could not able to tolerate the Vyasa's ferocious form, and she looks like she's she closes her eyes. Just because she closed her eyes, she gave a birth to a blind child, that is Dhritarashtra. Vyasa Maharshi called Ambalike to the room and showed his ferocious bright form. Ambalike became pale due to fear. She also gave birth to a weak and unhealthy boy. His name is Pandu. In this painting, I have depicted Ambalike getting pale by looking at the form of sage Vyasa. Satyavati asked Ambike to go to Vyasa again to get a healthy child. But Ambike was afraid of Vyasa's ferocious form. Instead of meeting Vyasa, she sent her maid. The maid went to Vyasa with courage. A son was born to her who was healthy, honest, righteous, and follower of Dharma. His name was Vidura. This painting depicts where maid of Ambike is coming and seeing sage Vyasa and his ferocious form and a face. But she was looking so courageous with a calm mind, with a light smile in her face. So these certain things which made Vyasa to pass on the required energy in a spiritual format to this maid so that she could get a healthy and a good baby. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed this episode. In this episode, Bhishma got trapped with a curse from Ambe for not of his mistake. Very tragic. Let us get back in the next episode, next week. If anyone wants the printed paintings of this episode and previous episodes, you can visit swamiarts.com and click prints, Mahabharata prints, and you can choose whatever painting that you want to buy. You can select that painting and you can buy it. You will get the paintings to your address given in the booking. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Shubhamastu.
If you like this video, kindly subscribe the channel and press the bell button. Thank you.
If you like this video and watch the upcoming videos of our channel, kindly subscribe the channel.
If you like this video, kindly subscribe the channel and press the bell button. Thank you.